G'day all, Chris here from Dirt Gear Australia. So like usual, we're doing a few more upgrades on the Ram. So ARB have just released the rear locker for the Ram 1500. So I was straight down to ARB, picked it up, dropped it around here to the guys at Garfield to try and get the new ARB locker installed. So Craig's here from Garfield's service here in New South Wales and Taree, and he's been jamming in the locker, he's putting the locker in for us, but he's come across a few things with the existing Diff that's in there. Now this truck is only 12 months old and only has 30,000 Ks on the clock. And we've found a few dramas, and I'm going to put it out there now. Greg Reed, I am sorry I didn't listen to you. You were right. And HPW Customs, you guys were right. The Ram 1500 rear diff isn't that strong. So we're down at 30,000 Ks, and already, if you check out, what's this called?
Some call it a spider gear, some call it a planetary gear.
Is already buggered. Okay, so Craig, what have you done so far? Walk us through what you've been doing.
So we've removed this main diff housing and crown wheel. So now we've got it on the bench ready to swap it all over.
And that's when we come along and found out that the spider gear is chewed out. And like I said, this is 30,000 Ks, so I'm going to have a little chat to Ram Australia to see what's sort of going on there. 30,000 Ks on this truck, 12 months old, and the rear diff's already got chunks taken out of it. Now, all right, you've probably seen a few videos. We do give it a little bit there, but I wouldn't have said it was excessive.
No,
Craig's the mechanic on the
driving.
truck. Highway driving, Sunday driving, okay, I'm sure it's never been off-road yet. So the ARB locker's going in this afternoon. Craig's going to finish that job off. So, mate, what's got to happen to get it all back together?
Well, mainly once we get the bearings in, it's a matter of then we'll have to drill a thread into the housing for the air supply.
Yep.
To the locker. Basically swap the crown wheel over, and then it's a matter of putting it back in, setting up your preload and backlash. Okay,
so I think we're going with a new set of bearings on the top instead of using the existing bearings.
Yeah, on the sides, definitely.
So we don't have to take them off and press them back on or anything.
No.
Don't have to
just press new ones on.
Press new ones on, and away we go. So this is the diff out of the Ram 1500, so limited slip diff, and these are the spider gears that are playing up and whereabouts they are.
There's two there, and then you got your side gears in there that are connected to your axles. And
the axles obviously go in here and here, and then the tail shaft comes in this way, yeah?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so we've got another couple of modifications happening for the desert now. One's definitely going to happen before we get to the Simpson Desert. The other one, if I can sneak it in before we go, will be really good. So we've got a 55 litre water tank. I've removed the spare wheel. As you know, the spare wheel sits now on top of the truck, makes it easier for recoveries and everything else. And that's given us a whole heap of space here we can have a bit of a play with. So the idea is that we put a 55 litre water tank up in the old spare wheel area. And I want to try and fit in a rear winch while we're here. So we've got the 55 litre water tank, we've got a winch mounting bracket. I've got to get some other brackets made up. It's off to the guys to get that sort of stuff made up. But you'll see it sort of fit up there. The 55 litre tank just fits in there quite nicely. And then the idea is that the winch bar will come up there and mount off the tow bar bracket. It'll mount off the tow bar bracket and sit in there like that. So hopefully we'll keep everything away from the exhaust. So that way there we are, the water tank doesn't melt and we lose all our water through the desert, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so there you go. So we've got the ARB locker installed in the Ram 1500. We found out that little drama with the existing limited slip diff that was in there, and we'll take that up later, and that'll be a different video and all the rest of it. Big thanks, Craig. What did you find on the install? Was there any tricks of the trade we need to know about?
No, it's pretty straightforward. The instructions are all pretty clear. Apart from running the air hose from front to back is really the only difficult part.
Yeah. So other than that, reasonably simple install if you know how to do diffs, backlashes, press bearings, get existing diffs off, and you had to make a special bracket to get something.
Yes, the side carrier preload adjusters.
So there you go, simple as, easy to do, something that I wouldn't attend, and I recommend you get your mechanic to do it. And we better make sure that Craig, because he's done such a great job, and I'm sure he's going to talk to the boss about the bill that I'm going to get for the install of the diff. Thanks very much, mate. Dirk, your cap. Make sure you wear that during the work.
I certainly will.
Thanks very much for watching Dirk Australia, and we'll see you in the next video.